everyone, Tambarambaa, also known as Tammy Porter, back with another art by Marlene art journal page with some of the new stuff. Let's go through what I used. I used the handy size journal this time. I used the new Lacy mandala stencil. I also used some of the Dotty washi tape in the fuchsia colour. I used the floral, something funky florals in the collage paper pad. I used a couple of markers. I used sticky glue. I used paints in Lace, Ballet, Funky, Hot Curry, and also in Punk, Fuchsia, Lavender and Royal. And I used the Quotylicious quotes in there as well. Okay, so I began with this page thinking I was going to do one of the tags from one of the new tag books, but I ended up discarding it. So I've left that in, so watch this space because that'll be a project coming up. But I grabbed this, I am a huge fan of the collage paper pads. They are often the starting point for my pages, and I recently shared a double page in gorgeous pinks and oranges and purples, and this jumped out at me right away because it's a beautiful colour combo and I need to do more of it. So I cut that one out from the collage paper pad, and then, as I said, I wasn't super happy with it on the tag, so I thought, let's do a page in my handy size journal. So I just began just using it on the back of something I've already created. So there's already a bit of paint on the back because I'm a bit messy and not real good at cleaning up as I go. So to counteract what was already there was some pink. I just add some more pink to the background. So I used Ballet and I just firstly used a dry brush and then added some water to my brush just to spread it out a bit as well, and that helps with the joins, and it also gives you that contrast of a deeper colour and a softer colour as well. Then I came in with Lavender, which is a colour I don't use very often because it's a bit softer, but it looked really nice with these colours. So I added 3 spots of Lavender, and then I came in with some Hot Curry as well. This is really just the starting place, so you don't need to be stressing about how these blends are looking. So we're doing that now to fix some of the joins. So I grabbed the new Lacy mandala stencil, which is gorgeous, and I'll be using this a lot. I came in with Hot Curry and just popped it over some orange that was already on my page and extended it down, rubbed it in with my finger and lifted it off with a damp baby wipe. So my baby wipe has been wrung out, so it's not super wet, and yeah, that's called a reductive stenciling technique and something I do all the time. So then you lift it off through the stencil, and I then came in with Fuchsia and tried to kind of join it up to the orange, and then I just put a little bit of Ballet in areas as well. So I'm just kind of putting it, as I said, where I have that colour and then coming outwards from that, and it just gives a really lovely background. I like how this isn't the complete mandala, it's just hints, and it's really, really effective. So now I also cover the joins and merge the colours by just doing some simple mark making, and I don't do lots of it, I just do a little bit, and I tend to put them over the top of each other. So where I've done a little bit of purple, I will come in with a little bit of the orange, and I'm simply using some of the colours that are in my page already. Okay, I've put my frond down. I really like how that's looking, but it's a bit lonely. So in the same piece of paper from that collage paper pad, there was a couple more little mini purple leafy branches, and I thought, well, I'll cut those out, and I keep fluffing around. I keep thinking I'll put it on top in a cluster and then I'll have it hanging from the top. So it goes through a few ideas before I settle, and that's just part of art journaling, isn't it? So here I am cutting out the second one, as you can see, and still wondering where I might put them. That's okay, that's probably a later problem, I would say. I will put these to the side in a minute. Yep. Okay, so because pretty much I know what I'm going to put in the foreground, it's time to finish off the background. And there's a little bit of white in the foreground on the branches. There's some white pen work, and I thought, well, let's add a little bit of white back into the background so that you've got that continuity. And I'm just squeezing a little bit of the lace paint out and just doing a couple of coats of the mark making, again over where I've already done it. Maybe not exactly over the marks, but in the same cluster area. I'm much happier with how that looks, and just trying to redo the final steps in where I want these, and I think I decide that's where I want them. So I'm just sticking them on with the glue. I love that Marlene's backgrounds can, you know, she's decided on the colours for you. She's done the hard work, and you can just pick one bit out of the collage paper and it can be your jumping off point to something. So it'll direct you with your colours. It sometimes directs you with an idea, a story that you might want to express. So yeah, really love how that works, and how those paper pads may just be my favourite part of the Art by Marlene range. Whoa, that's a big statement. But yeah, they are used over and over in this house. Then I've grabbed some of the Royal paint, which is a really deep purple, and I'm just wiping it straight onto the border with my finger just to frame the page. And then I am just rubbing it back a little bit, just trying to get a nice blend, just using that damp baby wipe, just so I don't have strong lines. I want it to look a bit soft and blurred, I guess is the look. And then I just decide I need to continue that leafy branch down, just so it looks like it's a whole branch. So I actually just use the purple marker to do that. I use the dark end of the purple and then the softer purple over the top. Then I find a quote from Quotylicious, and it is learned by doing, and I add a little bit of journaling to that, which is basically just about, yes, it really is about doing, it's just about practice and repeating and playing. Then I go around some of the shadow areas with the Stabilo oil pencil and just activate it with water. And I'm trying to keep the shadow sort of underneath everything on the underside, thinking the light's coming from the top. And then I outline those pen marks I made, and you can't even tell that the that the part I put in with the markers isn't part of the whole thing. So yeah, and then a few details with white pen just to bring a little bit more white back in, just a few dots to my leaves. But I'm really happy with it. I love the colour choices. Oh no, I keep going, that's right. So then I had my washi tape sitting on my desk, and there's a beautiful purpley fuchsia colour, and it just looked amazing with this page. It was sitting there. I thought, oh, I need to include that. So here I am pulling off some of the washi tape. I began by thinking I'd just use little sections, but then I trimmed off this larger scallopy bit, and I really liked how that looked. So I decided to put one at the top and one at the side. And I love how it incorporates the purple, but it also incorporates the dots that, you know, are evident in the background and on the focal point as well. That's the back. That's a page I did a while ago. There is a video of that one if you'd like to go and find it. It's many, many, many videos for you to go back and watch. Been doing this for 4 or 5 years, so there's lots and lots of videos. And then I just continue adding a little bit of the pen marker to the border, and that it's really vibrant, that deep purple, so it gives a real lift. And then I just add a couple of highlights with some punk and some funky, which is the neon pink and purple, because any area that is a little bit maybe, what's the word, dark or muddy, I just brighten it up with some of those colours. So I'll leave you with all the close-ups so you can see how this page has come up. But yeah, it's a really nice one. I really enjoyed doing it. It was a quick one, and love playing with this new stuff. So I'd love to know what you are playing with as well. Thanks, bye.